Good morning.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Okay, hanging in.
Yeah, are you?
And we're going to start standing today. Find your mountain pose, Tadasana. Nice, strong, long spine, hands to heart. Eyes are going to be closing. We're going to center ourselves, get ourselves ready for our practice together. 4 breaths in, 5 breaths out. Let's start together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale on your own. Excuse me. Two more big breaths. And opening your eyes and your hands. We're going to work the toes a little bit. Let's start by bending the knees. Keep a long spine. Use your core here. Chest is pushing forward, shoulders pushing back. And stretch onto the toes slowly. 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And control down. 2, 3, 4. Rising. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Few more times. Up. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Slowly down. 2, 3, 4. Last time. Up. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Bend the knees. Roll down slowly all the way. Nice. Heavy head, heavy arms. Bend and stretch. Waking up the hamstrings nice and gently. Keep your breath nice and even here. Bend the knees very deeply and roll up slowly, coming through each vertebra all the way up. Last thing to come is the head up to the top and back to Samasthiti. Big inhale up and bend the knees all the way down. Head is heavy. Bend and stretch. waking up the hamstrings, building a little heat, a little energy. This time bend the knees deeply and come into flat back. Hands can be straight ahead, head in line with the spine, or they can be back, or they can be down, wherever feels good for you today. Nice, straight, strong spine. Breathing, shoulders away from the ears. 2 more big breaths here. And now straighten the legs, hands go to the floor, head is heavy, hanging over. You want to hold onto your elbows, little deeper stretch. Just waking those hamstrings. Breathing evenly. You can bend and stretch here if you like. From here, release the hands and roll up slowly, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up. Big inhale up to Samasthiti. This time, try not to bring the knees. So we'll go big inhale up and over. Full forward fold here, breathing. Half forward fold, extend that spine, push the shoulders back, head in line with the spine. Breathing nice and even. Two more breaths. Navel is pushing towards the spine. Back to full forward fold. Two more big breaths. And roll up slowly. All the way to the top. Back to Samasthiti. Let's take a few cleansing breaths. Open up the arms, facing forward. Core is working here, glutes are working, legs are engaged. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale out. Last time, inhale up. Exhale out. This time we're going to do our mini back bend. When we inhale, hands up, looking up, really reaching back, and exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale out. Two more times. Inhale up, looking up. Exhale out. Last time, inhale up and exhale out. Very nice. Okay, come to the step forward on your mat a little bit. We're going to do chair pose, starting to work the abdominals here. So again, starting from Tadasana, strong mountain pose, everything in alignment. And we're going to inhale into chair, really long spine. We don't want the arched back. Ready, pull the tailbone down, shoulders away from the ears. Hold it. Breathe. Knees should be over the toes, over the feet, but not over the toes. So long spine, shoulders down, head in line with the spine. Keep breathing. Two more big breaths. Windmill your arms all the way down to the floor and into plank. If you need to keep your knees on the floor to start until we warmed up, feel free. Otherwise, strong arms, pushing back on the heels, core is working, flat back, Turn those inner elbows towards the front, head in line with the spine, don't crunch the neck, breathing evenly. Somebody is not muted, I'm not sure who, but I can hear you breathing, which makes me happy. Two more big breaths. Bend the knees down, release the toes, walk the hands out, lifting the hips nice and high, opening up the spine. Shoulders away from the ears, press down on the shins. Try to turn the inner elbows towards the midline. Waking up the spine, nice and easy. Spread the fingers. Lift those hips a little higher. Two more big breaths. Walk the hands back so that your forearms are shoulder width apart, elbows are beneath the shoulders, and let's go into low plank, pushing back on the heels. Nice long torso, no sagging. Use your core. Gaze is right down between your wrists. Shoulders pushing back, core is pushing in. Feet up, the heels are pushing back. Slowly waking up the abdominals here. Three more big breaths. Bend the knees. If you want to cross your feet, you can. You may need to move your elbows just slightly, but keep them shoulder width apart. And we're going to press down, hover, and up, down, and up. Keep a long neck, down, and up. You can feel your upper arm starting to work. Get warm, up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. Three more times, down and up, down. Keep your back absolutely straight. Two more, and last time. Pushing back onto your heels, into Balasana, arms stretched out or by your side, whatever you feel is good for you today. Really try to relax in this position, but at the same time, keep pushing down on your shins. Arms are stretched, fingers are spread, shoulders away from the ears. Coming up all the way, sitting on your heels. Nice long spine. Again, if you need to put a blanket beneath your knees or beneath your buttocks, feel free. Make sure your spine is long, chest is pushing forward, shoulders are pushing back, head in line with the spine, and we're going to twist each way. So inhale up, lengthen the spine, and right hand on left hand on right knee, looking over the right shoulder, sorry. Push your chest out, push your shoulders back, Feel the twist. Breathe. One more big breath. Back to center. Let's go the other way. Right hand on left knee. Twisting, pushing the chest forward, pushing the shoulders back. Nice long spine. Head can be wherever it's comfortable. Breathe evenly. One more big breath. Back to center. Hands on either side and come to our feet in front of our hips, hip width apart. Take a moment here to really lift the spine high, shoulder, no arching the back, no slacking, nice long spine. Push those shoulders back. Find what's comfortable for where your feet to be. Elbows are tucked in. Let's take a few big breaths here before we start. As you inhale, try to lift your spine even longer. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. From here, just roll down slowly, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down. Head on the floor or on a pillow. Most important thing here is keeping the back flush. I suggest moving your feet closer to your buttocks. You also don't want to crunch the back of your neck. So from here, make sure your feet are grounding down, hip width apart, core is working. Your navel is pushing down to your spine, so you have no hollow in your back. Shoulders are open, broadened across the collarbone. Take your hands, place them behind your head, interlace the fingers. Your thumbs can be on either side, so really your head is almost just being held by your interlaced fingers. Don't get your chin too close to your chest. You want it to really be looking up to the ceiling. You want to look up to the ceiling. Elbows need to be open as wide as possible. Your core is working here. And we want to really lift up a little bit and hover down. Lift up, keep the chin in place and down. Exhale, inhale, exhale up and inhale down. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, sorry. So you're not placing your head down, you're just working the abdominals here. So again, the most important thing, keep grounded down on your feet. Keep that back flush to the mat. Use your core here. Keep your elbows open. Keep your gaze up to the ceiling. It's very gentle, but we are working those abs. 3 more times. Place your head all the way down. This time bring your knees up so that they're comfortably up. You can find what works for you today. You can keep them bent or you can keep them on the floor if you find that easier. But I'm going to keep mine fairly loose. Again, interlace the fingers behind the back. Elbows open. Back is flush with the mat. Up and down, up and down. Watch your gaze. We're working other abdominals if your legs are lifted here. Inhale down, exhale, inhale, keep the elbows open. You can feel the heat starting in the abs. All good stuff. If you want to take a break, feel free. Keep going. Those who have the stamina, keep it up. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Watch the neck is not crunching. Down. Few more times and down. Exhale. Down. Exhale. Down. One more time. Exhale and down. Release the head back on the floor. Open up the arms. Place one foot, place your right thigh over your left thigh. Shift your hips a little bit to the left and roll over, twisting, feeling the great stretch on the lower back here. Your head can look over to the left side. Left shoulder should be on the floor. If you want to take your hand for a little extra leverage, right hand on your right side, pushing down. Breathing. Where you place your foot on the floor, you'll find if you move it further down, it may be easier. So you find what works for you. So just nice big stretch here. From here, we're going to lift our head and really reach over to the left. Hold it. Breathe. You can feel those rib muscles working. Try not to crunch your neck. 3 more breaths. Slowly roll down, all the way down. Open the arms. Unravel those legs. Place your feet where they originally were, beneath your buttocks. Check your alignment, shoulders even, hips even, your back is flush with the mat, core is working. And guess what? Interlace the fingers again behind the neck, open up the elbows. You can keep your feet on the floor or you can lift them up. This time we're going to go as far as we can. Exhale forward. Do as many as you're able. When you're ready, take a break. Keep that neck nice and long. Feel those abs really working. 3 more times. And slowly come down. This time, left leg over right. Hips will go slightly to the left, the right, and then all the way over, opening up the arms. Shoulders on the ground. You can modify your feet position. Make it comfortable, but make it a good stretch. Shoulders pushing down. Head can be wherever it's comfortable or looking over to the right. A little bit more leverage, you can really take your right hand with your left thigh, pushing it, looking over to the left. I don't know if I did the same side twice, so forgive me. Over here, I think I did do the same side twice, so I'm sorry. I'm going to unravel my legs. I hope you were smarter than me. And we're going to go the other way, looking over to the left. And now really reaching over to the right side, lifting the hip, core is working. Really press that navel in, hold it for as long as you're able. Keep the neck long. You can shift your legs, may make a difference. Push those shoulders back at the same time. You're really working those intercostal muscles. Hold it, breathe. Two more big breaths. And slowly roll down. Unravel those legs. Shake them out. Place the feet below the buttocks, hip width apart. Find your alignment. We're going to do a couple of bridges. Wake up the heart and the hips. So in your own time, you might want to lift your arms above your head as you push your hips up. Really pushing those hips up, keeping the thighs parallel, grounding down on the floor with your feet. Lift those hips a little higher. If you want to interlace your fingers behind your back for a little deeper stretch, you can. Breathe. Push those shoulder blades together. Push those hips even higher. Try to keep your breath even. When you're ready, you come down slowly with control, vertebra by vertebra. In your own time. Slowly, gently. All the way down. Bring your heels together, opening your thighs. Again, find what works for you today. The further your feet are away from your buttocks, it may be easier, but if you have some flexibility in your hips, you may be ready to bring them closer. Again, most important thing here is to try and get the back flush on the floor. Find your alignment, even on hips. Shoulders are pushing back, core is working, navel pushing towards the spine, thighs are opening and releasing. Hands, we're going to clasp again, interlace the fingers to cradle the skull. Open up the elbows, use your core here, lift up, hold, keep those elbows open, keep a nice long neck, so try to gaze up to the ceiling and breathe. Nice deep breathing. Shoulders away from the ears. Two more big breaths. And roll down slowly. Release the hands, open up the arms, Use your navel here, push it in. Let's cross our arms each side, one on top of the other. Breathing deeply. Relax the thighs. Use your core here. Try to flatten out that back on the mat. Opening the shoulders here. Open up and change sides. Breathing deeply. Try and push those shoulders to the mat and the back to the mat. At the same time, relax the thighs. Two more big breaths. Open up the arms one more time. Check your alignment. Check your long neck. Interlace the fingers behind the skull one more time. This time we're going to pulse a little bit. Keep your elbows open. You're really working the core here. So exhale. When you've had enough, come down slowly. One last one. And slowly down, releasing the hands, open up nice and wide. Catch your breath. And straighten the legs now all the way. Flex the feet. Use your core. Everything should be aligned on the mat. Watch your chin. It's not too high, so you're crunching the back of your neck. Keep that chin down so it elongates the back of the neck. From here, lift up and look at your toes. Feet are flexed. Shoulders pushing back. You're using your core here. Hold it. Hold it. Three more breaths. And roll down slowly all the way. Bend your knees. Placement, hip width apart. Core is working. We're going to work the feet just a little bit more. So arms can be open or can be on your tummy or your hips, whatever feels right. But the key is to keep that navel pushing down to the spine. The spine needs to be flat on the floor, long neck. Lift that right leg up, 90-degree angle in the knee. Your knee is above your hip. And we're just going to focus on the foot. So from a flexed foot, we're going to go all the way down and point, and just the toes. Flex the toes and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Rotate the entire ankle. Revolutions with the ankle. one direction. Keep that, the rest of the leg is absolutely still. 90-degree angle. Go the other way. Just the ankle is working. Breathe. Watch your core. Back to flexed foot. And now, with the flexed foot, make sure your leg is not coming up. Try to keep that 90-degree angle at your knee. Just the toes with the flexed foot moving. Down and up, down, up, long neck, up, down, up. Now, going all the way to point, and now just the toes. Up, down, up, and point, up, and point, up, and point. One more rotation of the entire ankle, each way, other way. And now from a flexed foot, we're going to go through every step slowly to a point, and then reverse. So flex the toes and slowly move that ankle all the way to flex. Slowly to point. Slowly to flex. One more time, slowly to point and slowly to flex. Shake that leg out, shake that foot out. We really do neglect our feet a lot. We rely on them all the time. So it's good to keep our toes and ankles and feet strong. So those are really, really good strengthening exercises. Okay, place that foot down. Left leg is up. Find that 90-degree. Foot is flexed. Make sure your back is flush with the mat. Shoulders are even, hips are even. Grounded down on your right foot. If you prefer to rest your head on your, again, in your hands, that's fine too. Whatever works for you. So starting with the toes, we're going to start from a flexed position. Watch your neck. We're going to just move the toes. So down and flex them up. Down and flex. Down, flex, down, flex, down, flex. One more time, down, flex. Going through all the positions to a point. Now we're just going to move the toes. Flex the toes and point. Flex, point, flex. You get a cramp in your calf like me. Take a break, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, and point. Rotate the ankle each direction, slowly, mindfully. Really try to make as large a circle as you can with your toes. Let's go the other way. Keep that leg absolutely still. Only thing moving is your ankle and your feet, your toes. Back to our flexed foot, and let's go slowly through our position, all the way down, slowly to a point, and then flex the toes and come slowly through, pushing the heel up into a flex. Again, slowly down through the arch to a point, flex the toes and slowly up to a flex. Down and point. Flex all the way up. One more time, all the way down to point. And flex those toes all the way to the flexed ankle. Quick rotation each way, just the ankle moving with the toes, making our revolutions. Change directions. And shake out that foot and that leg. Well done. Very good. From here, Um, I want you to interlace the fingers behind the back, again crowning holding the head at the base of the skull. Open up the elbows, feet are grounded on the floor. Those who want to lift their feet up, we're going to look at our feet, and we can rotate our ankles if we like, both directions. Use your core here. Gaze is really in between your 2 feet. If they're on the ground, of course, they'll be between your knees. So you see what works for you today. Keep that strength in the core. Keep those elbows pushing back. So we're working both the core and we're working the ankles, the toes. From here, if you're able, come up into boat, the modified boat or straight leg boat. Your abdomen, your abs are already warmed up, so it should be feeling very good, very easy. Hold it, breathe. Shoulders pushing back, your abs are already working hard here. Chest is pushing forward. Hold it for as long as you want. And when you come down, as always, come down slowly with control, in your own way. Back down to the floor, open up the arms, bend the knees so that they're beneath your buttocks. Use that core, keep that hollow completely out of your spine. And let's take both knees over to the left, looking over to the right hand. If you want, you can hang on to your right thigh with your left hand. Maybe push a little bit. Both shoulders are on the ground. Breathe deeply. One more big breath. On your next inhale, bring those knees back up. Find your alignment and go the other way to the right. Keep those shoulders on the ground. You can have your right hand on your left thigh. If you can reach, really opening up the chest here, releasing the hips, looking over to your left hand. Nice deep breathing. One more big breath. And on your next inhale, move those knees back to the top. Check your alignment. This time bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. You certainly deserve it. Rock side to side, massaging the lower back. I want to give you a couple of options here now for those who feel ready to do a shoulder stand and plow. Great. If you do not feel ready to do that, what I might suggest is you do a couple of bridges. Bridges, lifting the hips high, interlacing the fingers, pushing those hips high, grounding down on the feet. For those who are ready to do shoulder stands, let's start with our knees close to our buttocks. Bring those hips, bring your hands to the floor, pushing up all the way, holding onto your back ribs, nice long spine. Breathe. Use your core here. If you're ready to take it into plow, go slowly, very slowly. Hands can release onto the floor or interlace behind you. Push those shoulder blades together. And breathe. Lift the hips. If you want to bring your knees to your ears, you can try that. And if it helps, you can hang on to your backs of your ankles, shoulders down. If you want to do spider, spread your hands into your inner thighs. Hold on to the backs of your heels. The rest of you, I hope you're doing okay with your bridges. Coming out of plow into your shoulder stand, go slowly, mindfully. And as you come down with control, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down. Whoops. Back, all the way down. Whoops. Take a moment just to relax. You can open up your thighs, put your heels together, open up your arms, put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, relax your shoulders and your neck, and try to just even out your breath here. When you're ready, bring your feet back beneath your buttocks, hip width apart. Check your alignment. Lift your feet off the floor. Lift your head off the floor. Interlace the fingers behind the base of the skull. Open up those elbows. You can stretch them, move them, hover them. Again, nice long neck, building that core strength up and down, or just hold there for as long as you're able. Feel it. Feel those abs really heating up. When you're ready, slowly bring those legs down to the floor, and then your head all the way down. Open up the arms. Check your alignment. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself another big hug. Rocking side to side. From here, extend the left leg all the way down. Make sure the left foot is pointed or flexed. Give your right thigh, your right leg, a big hug. Keep both hips on the ground even. Get that thigh close to the torso. Left leg is working, shoulders are even. If you're able, hold on to the bottom of your toes and extend that leg. Now here you may want to use your strap or your towel. Open up that right leg all the way without letting that left hip off the floor. So not easy. You can keep it bent Make sure the two hips are even. That's the most important part of this asana. And your left leg is working. Bend that right knee back into the thigh. Give it a big hug. And now keeping it bent, left hand on left hip, open it up, try and get the thigh onto the floor, close to the mat. Shoulders are even, hips are even. If you want to straighten it out, you can, or you don't have to. In your own time, release your hand, let it come to the top. Hips are nice and even, shoulders even, long neck, and now slightly over, straight leg. It won't go far, but that good stretch on the outer leg here, the IT band. Bring it back to the top, bring it into the chest, send it over to the left side, opening up the right hand, left leg is working, looking at the right hand, trying to get that right shoulder on the mat. Feel that wonderful twist, really releasing stress and tension in the spine. Breathe, nice deep breathing here. One more big breath. Bring that knee back to the chest, rolling over. Give it one last hug in and extend it down to the floor. The right side may feel a little more lengthened than the left, so let's balance it out. Bring that left knee into the chest. One side may be different than the other. Just be mindful of the difference. Both feet are working, both legs are engaged. Try and get that thigh close to your chest. Feel that groin opening. Keep both hips even on the ground, shoulders even on the ground. If you're able, open up that left leg. Holding onto the toes. Keep the right hip on the ground. Even. Bend it back in. Give it a big hug. Your right leg is working. Take that left leg all the way to the ceiling. Open it up without losing your right hip. Keep that right hip nice and even. Shoulders even. Breathe. Bring that left leg to the top. And slightly over to the right. Feel the stretch on the outer leg. Your right leg is still working. Keep the neck long. Breathe deeply. Bring it to the top. Give it a big hug. And take it over to the right side. Opening up the left arm. Trying to get that left shoulder on the ground. Right leg is really working hard too. Really feel the length of the arm, opening the chest. Breathe deeply and evenly. One more big breath. Bring that knee back to the chest. Check your alignment. Bring your right knee in, cross your feet, and hold onto your toes. And now rock side to side. Change legs, the opposite one on top. Hold on to your toes and rock side to side. Should feel very good. Shake out those legs. One last time, extend the legs all the way down. Flex your feet. Lift your head, hands behind your head. Open the elbows, shoulders away from the elbows, and lift those feet a few inches off the floor, looking at your toes. Long neck. Don't crunch your chin to your chest. Lift your chin a little bit. Look up to the ceiling. Hold it. Breathe. One more big breath. And slowly lower those feet down to the earth. And now your head down to the ground. Relax your ankles. Open up your arms. Relax your abs. They got a lot of good workout today. Relax your shoulders, your glutes, your jaw. Close your eyes. Feel like everything is just melting, softening. Breathe very gently. And just let go.